This lecture is on Chapter 6, Filtering Your Data. I will introduce the where clause, which consists of one or more search conditions. The search conditions can have multiple conditions. We'll take a look at that, and I will end with a revisit of how to use nulls. The where clause is a clause within the select statement that is used to filter the data, just as we use the order by clause to sort the data. The where clause contains one or more search conditions, and if the search conditions contain one or more predicates, then we have multiple search conditions in our where clause. Recall from Chapter 5 that a value expression can contain column names, literal values, functions, or other value expressions. The simplest and most commonly used predicate compares one value expression to a column or to another literal, and we see here in the syntax diagram the predicates that are highlighted in yellow are equal, not equal to, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. This is an example of a select statement using the equal comparison. Select customer name from customers where customer name equal to Smith. Notice the single quotes in the front and at the end of the character string. We can do comparisons to a range of values by using the between and the and keyword. For example, select first name, last name from staff where date hired between July the 1st, 1994 and July the 31st, 1994. What if we want our comparison to be to more than one value? In that case, we would use a set, which would really be a list, and we would use the in operator. For example, select stage name from entertainers where city in the set consisting of Seattle, Redmond, and Bothell. Up until now, we have made comparisons with exact values. What if we want to just match a pattern? The pattern match condition is useful when you need to find values that are similar to a literal string or a pattern string and do not have to match exactly. In that case, we can use the percent symbol to represent 0 or more characters, or if we want to represent just one character, we can use the underscore. In this example, we have select customer last name, customer first name from customers, where customer last name like, that's our operator, single quote, MAR %, single quote. This will select all customers with a last name beginning with the letters MAR. The percent symbol represents any remaining characters that can be in the string. What if in our pattern matching, our data contains the percent symbol or the underscore, which are reserved symbols for pattern matching? In that case, we can use the keyword escape. In this example, select product name, product code from products, where product code like single quote G / underscore 00 underscore single quote. Well, we know the two underscores in the string are reserved symbols, but when we use the word escape and we denote what symbol is used for escape, in this case the /, then our comparison match will work properly even though our data consists of the reserved symbol, the underscore. Recall, a null does not represent a zero, nor does it represent a character string of one or more blank spaces, nor does it represent a zero-length character string. What it does represent is a missing or unknown value. The null condition is used to retrieve null values from a value expression. In this example, select customer first name, concatenated with a space, concatenated with last name from the customer's table where the customer's county is null. The result set would be a list of customers with a null value for their county. Not a zero, not a character string of zero length, but a null value, an unknown value, a missing value. For all of the comparisons I just covered using the keywords between, in, like, and null, we can do an opposite comparison by using the keyword not. For example, select order number, order date from orders where order date not between October the 1st, 2017 and October 31st, 2017. Thus far, the where clause examples consisted of one condition, but we can have multiple conditions in the where clause by using the and or the or operator. For example, select customer first name, customer last name from customers where customer city equals to Redmond and customer last name like single quote, capital V, percent, single quote. This would return all the customers whose last names start with the letter V who live in Redmond. Another example, select vendor name, vendor phone number, vendor state from vendors where vendor state equal to single quote, capital W, capital A, single quote, or vendor state equal to single quote, capital C, capital A, single quote. Either one of those conditions can be true for this select statement to be considered true. Let's take a closer look at the logic behind using the operators and or together in a where clause, thereby creating multiple conditions in one where clause. Let's start with and. If both sides of the operator and result with the value false, then the total result is false. Because of the AND operator, you must have both sides evaluate to true or both sides evaluate to false. Now, if one side evaluates to unknown and one side evaluates to false, again the total evaluation is false. But if one side evaluates to unknown and the other side evaluates to unknown, then the total evaluation is unknown. Now let's consider the logic behind the OR operator. With the OR operator, only one side needs to evaluate to true. The operand before the OR the operand after the OR can evaluate to true for the entire evaluation of the expression to be true. If both sides of the OR operator evaluate to false, then the total expression evaluates to false. When we include multiple search conditions in a where clause, we should remember the order of precedence. We covered this in the previous lecture. What I want to add to this list are the operators that I am covering today in this lecture. Notice at line 4, the comparison operators and the word between, the keyword in, the keyword like, the keywords is null are evaluated before the keywords not, and finally or. The evaluation order is, starting at line 4, the comparison operators, the not operator, the logical and operator, the logical or operator. To help avoid confusion when including several search conditions in a where clause, it is recommended that you include the conditions in parentheses because what is in parentheses evaluates first. And also remember, evaluation starts from the left and moves to the right. In closing, this lecture was on the where clause, the search conditions that are valid within a where clause, using multiple search conditions in a where clause, and we also revisited nulls and how they are logically evaluated in a where clause. This week's assignments include the Chapter 6 quiz and the Chapter 6 lab.